everyone. I don't know about anyone else out there, but Oscar nomination announcement day feels like a holiday to me. I get so excited about it. I get up nice and early. I I get my coffee ready. Um, I normally have like a morning routine that just kind of goes out the window on the day of the Oscar nominations. I normally like sit down and I read for 30 minutes. I've been making my way through Slaughterhouse-Five, which is a reread for me, but I haven't read it since I was like 14. Um, but I had to put Slaughterhouse-Five on hold because we have the Academy Award nominations in just about 15 minutes or so. We could see on my screen here that we have the announcements coming up at 8:30 with Danielle Brooks and Louis Pullman, and we got this little counter down here at the bottom. But yeah, I just wanted to hop on here a little bit early, run through very quickly my predictions once again. We can see right here that I've got my predictions list. When it comes to Best Picture, I'm not going to run through all of them again. You could watch my entire video where I am doing my picks and my predictions. But right over here, we have my predictions for Best Picture. And I've got One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Sinners, Sentimental Value, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein, It Was Just an Accident, Begonia, No Other Choice, and The Secret Agent. Now, the thing that is always the wrinkle in this whole category right here is that apparently the research has shown that there's never been three non-English language films nominated for Best Picture at the same time. So having The Secret Agent, It Was Just an Accident, and Sentimental Value on there, it's a strange one. But then it's like, what do you take off? Do you take off The Secret Agent? I don't know, because Brazil has proven itself to be a pretty large figure in all of this. Do you take off It Was Just an Accident? It didn't do so hot at the Golden Globes, and Jafar Panahi didn't get a chance to speak in front of the voters. So maybe that has an impact there. Sentimental Value seems to just have the love, and it has had the love for pretty much the entire run. You could make the argument that It Was Just an Accident gets replaced by something like Train Dreams or even something like Weapons. Weapons might end up getting a Best Screenplay nomination, might end up getting a Supporting Actress nomination for Amy Madigan. It's not out of the realm of possibility that it makes a leap up to Best Picture. They also like to put in like a hit movie, like a blockbuster movie a lot of times. Think like Top Gun Maverick or Avatar or things like this. So Weapons was a big hit last year. Then at the same time, you could say that that slot is already taken up by Sinners, which is already a sort of horror adjacent blockbuster. So is it just a bit of a hat on a hat to have Weapons on there and Sinners? I don't know. We're gonna find out in, let's see how long we have. 14 minutes. So I will check back in 14 minutes, and we will get to live reacting to the Academy Award nominations. I'll see you all there. All right, through the magic of editing, I am back, and we are 2 minutes and 7 seconds. So I'm basically going to be sitting here vamping. I'm drinking my coffee, which is rapidly disappearing. I was hoping I would be able to sip this a little bit longer. I have not read a word of Slaughterhouse-Five this morning. I will do that after the nominations, probably after I edit this video. I've got a New Year's resolution to read 10 books this year because I did not crack 10 last year, and I was a little ashamed of that. So I want to see if I could do it. I already got one under my belt, and it's not even the end of January, so I think I'm doing okay as long as I can keep up the momentum. So Slaughterhouse-Five is the next one on the list. The one thing that always frustrates me about the Oscar nomination announcement like this is that they do it so quickly, so doing these sorts of reaction things can be tricky, but I'm going to try to do it. Over here, I've got my my nomination predictions and picks, and I'm going to sort of be cross-referencing back and forth between the two. Here we go. We're doing it. We got our ASL lady down there. Yeah, it's 5:30 in Los Angeles where they are. Unmistakably human. Calling out AI right off the bat. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we get the casting award this year. I totally forgot about that. I should have done that in my predictions. Oh, that's right. I forgot that Danielle Brooks was nominated for an Oscar for The Color Purple. She was excellent in that movie. God. Oh, here we go. We're starting out with supporting actress. Here we go. Whoa. All right. Kicking it off with one that I totally fucked up. All right. Well, yeah, I knew that one. Amy Madigan. Hell Yes. Oh my god, dude. I this entire category up. Wow. I screwed that up entirely. Makeup and hairstyling. I didn't predict this one for my video. Frankenstein. That's a good one, of course. I've never even heard of Kokuo. What the hell is Kokuo? The Smashing Machine. Wow. I haven't even heard of the Ugly Stepsister either. Oh, I do have this one. Marty Supreme. Begonia. Okay, I got that one on there. I got Frankenstein on there. Come on. I didn't say Hamnet. I did say One Battle. And Marty? What? Wow. That. Marty Supreme. The Marty Supreme score was so much better than all of those scores, in my opinion. Ah, that hurts. Oh, I have this. Let's see. Adapted. Begonia. Got that one. Hell yeah. Frankenstein. I got that one. Hamnet. Come on. One Battle. Oh, and I guess I said no other choice, but oh hell yeah, dude! Dude, Train Dreams was one of my favorite movies of the year. So glad to see Greg Cuidar and Clint Bentley get a nomination. Oh fuck yeah, dude! Blue Moon. Wow, I didn't even put Blue Moon on my predictions. Yes, Marty Supreme. I want to see a Weapons nomination here. I knew that was coming. Probably Sinners, right? It's got to be Sinners. Damn. I would have loved to see a Weapons in there, but Sinners, I mean, it's deserving, absolutely. Blue Moon thrown in there was threw me for a loop a little bit. Oh, actor in a supporting role. Let's see. Yep, we knew that one. I'm gonna say Jacob Elordi. Yep. Let's see. Paul Mescal, Delroy Lindo, and Stellan Skarsgård. Wow, over Paul Mescal and Hamnet. Oh man. Oh God. Wow. I gotta say, this is maybe like the first time in a while that I up my entire list. I'm missing so many. I mean, even just in score, I mean, I put the Marty Supreme score as number one. I was certain it was gonna get in there. And in original screenplay, I had Weapons in there, but I mean, Blue Moon getting a nomination is incredible, and Train Dreams getting a nomination in adapted screenplay, that is really, really amazing. That supporting actor category really was shocking to me. It kind of felt like the Delroy Lindo conversation was kind of over and done with. It felt like Sinners was just waning in popularity when it came to the Academy Awards in general. So seeing Delroy Lindo get a nomination over people like Paul Mescal, over Adam Sandler and Jay Kelly, over Miles Catton, even in Sinners, whose performance I might even take over Delroy Lindo's, or even over like Jacoby Jupe or Josh O'Connor or David Johnson in The Long Walk. Man, that one really screwed me up. I'm so glad that I don't put money on these things because I would be losing money right now. You like to think it's gotten so easy to predict these things. What I'm curious about is Blue Moon getting an adapted screenplay nomination, or sorry, original screenplay nomination. I wonder what that means for his chances at getting into something like Best Picture, maybe Best Director, maybe. I mean, I think Best Actor. I don't want to jinx. I'm gonna knock on some wood right now. I don't want to jinx anything, but it might be a lock in Best Actor for Ethan Hawke. I like when the Academy Awards can shock us a little bit. I like when it's not as predictable, not as clear cut as you think it's gonna be. All right, we are back. Oh, casting. I don't even have a prediction for this, so I'm gonna be excited for whatever we see. Hell yeah. All right, I'm down. I'm down. Yes. I need more Marty Supreme love. Of course, we knew that was gonna be there. The Secret Agent. Wow, look at that. And Sinners. Okay, I mean all really great films. I haven't seen The Secret Agent, but I hear it's great. Yeah, hell yeah. All right. Frankenstein, of course, had to be on there. Hamnet. Trying to think what else. Marty Supreme. Yes. Wow. Sinners. Sinners. I don't know how many. I'm saying like Sinners is probably going to get 13 nominations at this point. Diane Warren had to be in there. Oh God. I'm sorry. I don't want to like shit on the. Oh hell yeah, dude! I lied to you. It's one of my favorite songs of the year. The Perfect Neighbor. A lot of people I've heard talking about that one. I'm really excited to check a lot of these out. I do know that some rep theaters here in New York City do. They'll play all of them. They'll do like documentary shorts, animated shorts, all of that stuff, live action shorts. Oh, here we go. The Secret Agent, of course. It was just an accident. Yeah. No other choice? No, wait. No other choice. Surat. Mao. Okay. No other choice. I think is just getting completely shut out. I've heard the voice of Hindu Rajab is very good. Animated feature. Elio. Oh, Arco. Elio? Yep. Okay. What else came out? K-pop Demon Hunters, of course. Zootopia 2. Yeah, Zootopia 2, of course. Frankenstein, of course. I wanna see like a Train Dreams in here. Marty Supreme, hell yeah. Sinners, Begonia, One Battle, okay. Sinners, yep. Alright, pretty standard stuff. Editing. I want No Other Choice to be in here. F1. Okay, that makes sense. Yes. Alright, Marty Supreme. Still going. One Battle, of course. Sentimental Value. I'm not crazy about the editing of Sentimental Value, but I'm just not crazy about that movie in general, so don't shoot me. Sound. Oh, I have one for this. F1. I need Warfare on there. Please, for the love of God, recognize Warfare for something and let it be sound. One Battle, sure. Warfare, Warfare, Warfare. I'm getting pissed off now. Yeah. Mission Impossible, maybe? Well, F1. Okay, yep. The Lost Bus, Thunderbolts? No, Sinners. Okay, all right. Can't be mad at the Lost Bus being thrown in there. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't heard anyone talk about the Lost Bus. Frankenstein. Let's see. Hamnet? No. Hamnet? Pretty Supreme. Hell yes. I didn't think that was gonna get in there. One Battle. Train Dreams. Train Dreams. Say Train Dreams, please. That's what I'm talking about. Leading role. Here we go. Yes, my boy. Yes, my man. Wagner Mora. Ethan Hawke. Yes. Michael B. Jordan and Wagner Mora. Jesse Plemons. Yeah. Wow. There we go. So Jesse Plemons missing out for Begonia. That's a great category. Leading role. Here we go. Jesse Buckley. Rose Byrne. Yeah, Rose Byrne. Here we go. I want to see Amanda Seyfried in here. Oh, there's always they throw you for a loop. Renata Rensby. Fuck. Amanda Seyfried? Oh, look, I love Begonia, but Amanda Seyfried needed to be in that category. Chloe Zhao. All right. Fuck yeah. Oh, God. You guys don't know how happy I am to see that. Paul Thomas Anderson, of course. Jafar Panahi, maybe? Ryan Coogler. It's going to be Ryan Coogler. Yep, Ryan Coogler for Senate. Wow, no Jafar Panahi. I really thought he was going to get in there. Final category. Let's see. It's all going to be alphabetical order. Begonia. Wow, got in there. Okay, I got one. But I put No Other Choice on my list, and that's getting shut out entirely. What? What? F1? I'm shocked, dude. F1 gets a Best Picture nomination? Oh, yeah, Hamnet. All right. I mean, I guess the rest of them. What's it gonna? Wow, I'm shocked. I can't believe that. F1 getting in over something like No Other Choice. Even over something like Blue Moon. The Secret Agent, of course. Wow. Yep. Okay. So The Secret Agent and Sentimental Value. Well, it was just an accident get in? Sinners, of course. Whoa, there we go. Train Dreams too. Wait, so who else didn't get in? So it was just an accident and No Other Choice get replaced by F1 and Train Dreams. Wow. I'm shocked by these nominations. I have to pause the video. I have to get oriented, and then we're gonna come back and do a little recap here, and I'm gonna sort of do like a little post announcement freak out a little bit, even though that was a bit of a freak out itself. So let's go do that. All right, I've had some time to process. I've had some time to look over the nominees. I'm very disappointed in myself. I have no one to blame but myself for a lot of this. You can see on my screen right now, I have a little chart here with my picks, my predictions, and then the actual nominations. I did not get a single category correct all the way through. I missed at least one or two in every single category, which, kind of like I said earlier in this video, is exciting when the Academy Awards can shock you and make this a little bit more interesting. But at the same time, I think there are so many strange nominations in here that could have gone to someone else. I mean, let's just go right through it. I'm very happy for Hamnet getting recognition and score. But do I think the Hamnet score is better than the Marty Supreme score? Not by a long shot. I'm not really sure what happened there. The Daniel Lopatin Marty Supreme score, one of the best scores of the year. I can't even really think, I don't even think I really remember the score. The rest of these I can remember. Frankenstein, maybe not so much. The rest of them are excellent. And Marty Supreme is such a memorable score. So it not getting into score is a real bummer. Sound, I know I said this already. I do not understand how Warfare is not represented. I probably understand it. It came out a while ago, and people are kind of war film averse. So maybe that has something to do with it. People just kind of forgot about that movie. But that movie, or a third of the reason to see that movie is for the sound alone. It is just incredibly well done. Immerses you in the firefight that these soldiers are in. But I do have F1 in there. That should be green. So I only got two wrong. We have Surratt and Frankenstein, which I did not see coming. But Warfare 100% should have been nominated in that category. I don't really know what was going on there. Cinematography, I was just dubious that Marty Supreme was going to get it. I totally thought that, see, like, this is the exact opposite thing happened here. I thought that Marty Supreme would get in for score and Hamnet was going to get in for cinematography. I was thinking that people were not going to dig the Marty Supreme cinematography, but Darius Kanji ends up getting a nomination anyway, and I am all here for it. That's one I'm happy to be wrong about. I just wish I kind of committed to putting Marty Supreme in there. Let's see what else we have. Adapted screenplay. I didn't think Train Dreams was going to get in here. I actually didn't think Train Dreams was going to get the amount of love that it got today. So again, this is another one I'm happy to be wrong about. I put a lot of stock in No Other Choice. I thought No Other Choice was kind of climbing the ranks. People were going to be talking about it. The fact it didn't get Best International Feature nomination is kind of shocking to me because I do think Park Chan-wook is a very respected filmmaker. I'm not really sure what happened there, but Train Dreams getting in, again, I'm very, very happy about that. Another one I'm very, very happy about. I'm happy to be wrong about some of these. There are some that I'm a little bit less happy about. But Blue Moon getting an original screenplay nomination, I think is incredible. Blue Moon is one of my favorite movies of the year. You could have it over here. You can see it over here. It was in my picks, but not in no world did I really think it was actually going to get a nomination over something like Weapons, which was just like a much bigger hit, which a lot more people were talking about. The rest of these make total sense to me. Also would have loved to see Sorry Baby maybe be maybe sneak in here. The sort of, it was just an accident getting left out of some major categories like director and best picture. It makes me think, I wonder why it was nominated in original screenplay. Like it could have maybe missed out entirely in some of these other categories. But it did get in here, and I'm happy for Blue Moon. Supporting actor, I kind of mentioned this already. I was shocked. I still am kind of shocked that Delroy Lindo is in here when all on this side, I have other actors who I would maybe put their performances over Delroy Lindo's performance in Sinners. I would even put Miles Caton's performance in Sinners over Delroy Lindo's. I really think as like a newcomer, he kind of blew me away in that movie. But then people like Paul Mescal in Hamnet, who just destroyed me. Adam Sandler, beloved. Jacoby Jupe in Hamnet, amazing performance from a child actor. That would have been another great one to throw in there. Josh O'Connor, I kind of understand that, and David Johnson in The Long Walk, which I understand that too. It's a horror movie, and not so many people saw it. Delroy Lindo, and then I guess that ties into Wunmi Masaku getting in for Best Supporting Actress over people like Odessa Azion or even Ariana Grande for Wicked 2, a movie that I know was like kind of waning in popularity with regard to the nominations. But a lot of people were talking about her performance being the highlight of that movie. Elle Fanning, I just wasn't crazy about sentimental value. I loved Inga Ipsdottir Lilius. I thought she was great. Not crazy about Elle Fanning. And Wunmi Masaku, I don't really remember the performance too much. It's obviously been a while since I saw it. It came out like almost a year ago now. But putting her in over someone like Glenn Close in Wake Up Dead Man or Jodie Comer, I understand like Zoe Deutsch and Nouvelle Vague, but over like Odessa Azion for Marty Supreme is kind of fascinating to me. Or like what I would probably do is swap Elle Fanning for Odessa Azion and then be totally fine with the Wunmi Masaku nomination. The fact that Elle Fanning, it always bugs me when two people are nominated in the same category, kind of like with Benicio del Toro and Sean Penn for supporting actor. Um, so I would have probably swapped if I had it my way. I mean, you could see it right here, Odessa Azion for Elle Fanning, and then just left Wunmi Masaku. I'm not that mad about that one, but it is shocking the amount of love that Sinners got during these nominations. Best Actor, I was kind of right. I put Michael B. Jordan at my number 6 slot. I should have just committed and swapped him and Jesse Plemons. I was hoping for a Jesse Plemons nomination, but of course that didn't happen. And Michael B. Jordan, I can't be mad at that. It is a great performance, pulling double duty like that. Best Actress, this one. I was just watching the Big Picture podcast. They did like this live stream on Instagram where they were doing their Oscar predictions, and they kind of threw out like, "What about Kate Hudson in Song Sung Blue? Are we underestimating that?" And I think they were just like, absolutely not gonna happen. I can't believe that happened, especially when Amanda Seyfried in The Testament of Anne Lee was right there, or even someone like Ava Victor in Sorry Baby. I mean, she got um, a Golden Globe nomination. I don't know. I haven't seen Song Sung Blue, and every time I hear people talk about it, they're only talking about Kate Hudson's performance. Kind of like with If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You and Rose Byrne. But I'm like, if we're gonna do that, like Jennifer Lawrence was right there. Jennifer Lawrence gave, in my opinion, the best performance of the year by an actress. I don't know. I don't know what to say about this. I haven't seen Song Sung Blue. Maybe I'll be eating my words after I watch it. But that was a real bummer. This one, Kate Hudson beating out Amanda Seyfried and Jennifer Lawrence and Ava Victor, really, really is a bummer. And sometimes you got to live with it. These things happen. And here's another one I'm happy to be wrong about. I wanted Josh Safdie in this category. I have him in my picks. I didn't think he was going to do it. I really thought that Jafar Panahi was going to kind of carry over. And again, like I'm confused why it was just an accident, got kind of forgotten about a little bit in some of these other categories like director and best picture. Like having not seen the movie, but just hearing the way people have been talking about it all award season has been you would assume, one might assume that it was just an accident, was going to go all the way. And also given like the narrative and the state of the world and politics at the moment, I really thought that it was just an accident, kind of was going to sneak in there. But I'm very, very happy that Josh Safdie is getting a nomination for Marty Supreme. It was my favorite movie of the year. I want Marty Supreme to win all of the awards if it can help it. I really wish it got a score nomination, but I'll continue to be bitter about that in my free time. Best Picture, and this one is the most shocking one of all. F1, after only I think getting like a couple like technical award nominations, getting a Best Picture nomination is pretty up. I'm like, if you were gonna give that to anyone, if you're gonna give like a blockbuster nomination to anyone, like give it to Weapons or something, like I don't know. And also, you already have Sinners there. There's no need to do that. Sinners was already like one of the biggest movies of the year, both in terms of box office and in terms of audiences talking about it and making a cultural impact. Like, I don't know anyone who gave a shit about F1 after it came out. I liked that movie just fine, but I don't think it cracked my top 20 of the year, Like, I don't know. But seeing Train Dreams get in there was very, very exciting, even though it's at the expense of like No Other Choice, which somehow just got completely shut out this year. I don't really understand that. But Train Dreams getting in there, I'm happy about. F1 in there, total blunder. Total blunder. There's so many other more worthy films to be nominated for Best Picture in that number 10 slot. I mean, like, if you're throwing a movie in there just to be like, this one's obviously not going to win, but like, we gotta have famous people at the Academy Awards. We gotta have Brad Pitt there. We gotta have people from Apple. We gotta have Joseph Kaczynski there. I don't know, man. Like, just give it to Weapons. Give it to throw in Blue Moon. Blue Moon got an original screenplay nomination. It wouldn't be that far fetched, and it got a Best Actor nomination. It wouldn't be that far fetched to give it a Best Picture nomination. Very, very disappointed in that. That there are so many more deserving films than F1 to get in there. Train Dreams, though, you get a pass. I'm happy about that. But what do you guys think of the Academy Award nominations? Obviously, I am very disappointed in some awards. I'm disappointed in myself for missing all of these categories and not getting any of them correct. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the nominations. Do you think this is a great Oscar nominations year? Do you think that there were films or performances or anything that should have been nominated that didn't get nominated? Head down to the comments and let me know. When you're done with that, don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell to be notified when new videos come out on this very channel. Then you can go follow me over on Letterboxd, where you can see what I'm watching when I'm watching it. You can go check out my podcast. And if you want to be a guest on my podcast, you can send an email to the email down below, and you can say, hey, I want to be on your show, and we will work on getting that going. And that's going to do it for me. The Academy Award nominations, love them or hate them, they are officially out there. I'll see you all next time.